All right. Good morning. Hello, everyone. Um, I'm back. Sorry, it's been a while. The last couple of months have been crazy for me and my family, so I had to take a break, unfortunately. There were some uploads, sort of December last year. I was actually away with family, so I actually had a chance to post one or two videos just because we had some downtime. But since I've been back at work and a whole bunch of other things. So yeah, sorry about that. But we're back, and I'm hoping I can be a little bit more regular now. I feel like that should be my introduction because, like, it happens so many times in videos that I'm like, oh no, I'm back. I'm hoping that it'll be more regular, and then you guys go for a while without getting. So, for those of you that have stuck around um, and found my content again, I really do appreciate you hanging out and giving me another go. For those of you that are new here, that have never come across my content before, hi. My name is Kieran. I am a South African VGC player. Um, that is trying to do a whole bunch of other things at the same time. So yeah, but let's get started. So you would have seen from the thumbnail um, that I am running a Rhydon team. So yeah, it's really good into certain restricted duos, specifically anything with Miraidon. It loves Miraidon. And yeah, let's see if we can get a couple of battles this morning. I'm not going to do a full breakdown of the team afterwards like I used to do, for the sole reason that this might be taken to a tournament at some point. So I don't want to land up having my opponents having more information on my team than I do. But yeah, um, if you enjoy the content, think about leaving a like or subscribing. And yeah, I'll see you at the next one. But let's get started here first. Okay, so um, this is heaven for these four. This is heaven. So let's see what we can do. Okay. So as you can see, it's Eviolite Rhydon. I mean, not Miraidon. Listen to me, Eviolite Rhydon. It's very similar to Brendan Zhang's um, the Rhydon Brendan Zhang brought to the recent regional. It's a very similar spread. Um, so if you guys want to try it for yourselves, um, I'm actually looking for some assistance if you guys wouldn't mind. Um, I'm struggling to find the final two mons for this team. So the four I've brought to this match, I tend to bring quite often, and they feel really good together. But the other two I don't often bring. So maybe you guys can um, give me some thoughts as to how you guys think I should finish the team. That'll be really appreciated. I'm sitting with a bunch of my fellow VGC players this weekend to see if we can make any changes, especially to those two. But if you guys have any ideas, I would love to get your feedback. If you guys have any ideas. Okay, the Ivy Cudgel comes out. That's fine. Cool. Okay. We actually don't mind that too much, if I'm completely honest. Because we get Rhydon in here. I'm going to have to Terra Rhydon immediately, but that's fine. When I bring Rhydon, I tend to Terra it anyway. So, I don't see why I can't Trick Room, Terra, and Sword Stance here. I don't see why not. Sorry if you guys are hearing grunting and groaning in the background. It's just my kid. He's in the room with me, so you might hear some grunting and groaning. Hopefully he doesn't start screaming blue murder in the middle of the recording session, but at the moment he's just grunting and groaning. Okay, there's the Terra Fairy. Follow me, perfect. I wonder. Sword stance. Okay, so we both click Trick Room. That's fine. I don't mind that too much. So we now know that that whatchamacallit, the Calyrex Shadow is slower than my Lunala, which is good to know. So under Trick Room it will be faster. I'm running min speed Rhydon, so it's faster than Calyrex Ice under Trick Room. So let's see if we can get cool. That's fine. Ivy Cudgel. This shouldn't do too much. Nah. Okay. Moongeist Beam. This should pick up the KO. Hey. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay. Let's see here. What do they bring out? I'm expecting Koraidon to come out here. Pelipper. Okay, that's fine. I think I can just... I don't see a problem with Moongeist Beam Protect on the Rhydon slot. We really want to get rid of... You really want to get rid of that, because unfortunately I can't hit it with Rhydon, which is fine. White guard, that's what I thought. Moongeist Beam. Okay, so now the question is... Okay. Glacial Lance, that's fine. So for me, I don't mind Moongeist Beam again and high horsepower the left slot. I really don't have a problem with that. Because my opponent is in a bit of an awkward... That's fine. In a bit of an awkward position. Because as I said, Rhydon does flat out wall them. Because you can see how little damage. Rhydon is particularly good into this... into this composition. So Calyrex Shadow... I mean, not Calyrex Shadow. Calyrex Ice. Rhydon teams. Because it underspeeds Cali under Trick Room, and if you have it next to Lunala, you'll see now. Oh, there's the Iron Hands. So they left the Koraidon at home. Okay, good to know. I think we can just Moonblast that slot and protect. Yeah, there's no need to take unnecessary damage here. So the only thing that's scary here is if that Iron Hands has Heavy Slam. Glacial Lance, that's fine. This shouldn't do too much. Cool. Because I do have... Yeah, there's the Heavy Slam. Okay, that's fine. So I'm pretty sure that I take an unboosted Heavy Slam. I'm pretty sure. But that's okay if even if I don't, because it's a 2v4. And I've got Rillaboom in the back that can provide fake out support, and I've got Sash, Urshifu Dark. So I think this game is ours, but let's see. Moon Blast, okay, Glacial Lance. Because I think I take the Heavy Slam here. I think I take the Heavy Slam. Because it's Eviolite Rhydon. Surely I take the Heavy Slam. Yeah. Okay, high horsepower. That's a KO. And now, I don't think that crit mattered, if I'm honest. It might, but I don't think so. Okay, we go into Rillaboom. Because no matter what happens, we're good. And if I can maintain, I'm gonna be cheeky here because I'm expecting a protect here. So with the fake out, yeah, and then I can get another free sword stance up. Be cheeky here. Because I'm pretty sure we live another one anyway. The rain stops. Rain stops. Okay, we can get the grassy glide off, and I think I high horsepower here just for the increased accuracy. That's the only thing about running Rhydon, if I'm honest. None of your moves are 100% accurate, so it's a win some, you lose some situation. Like, so okay, because now after Grassy Glide, I think no matter what I win, because I've got Urshifu Dark in the back. Yeah. Because we've terrored, he's terrored already, if I remember correctly. He has terrored, huh? Let me just double check that. Because we could take 2 of whatever he's got. So we should be fine. This should be a wrap. Urshifu Single Strike for me, unironically, is so good into the meta at the moment. I don't think he has terrored yet. So we can Wicked Blow here. I'm expecting like a Terra Fairy or a Terra Fire. I'm hoping not Terra Fairy, because if it's Terra Fairy, we're sort of in a trouble. But any other Terra, we're good. Terra Normal, that's fine. Okay, so I think even still, I think we're good. Because the Wicked Blow won't KO, that's fine. Glacial Lance. And here, and Sash. Okay. Okay. So the only way he won this if I wasn't Sash Urshifu. And that's why I was playing to Sash Urshifu as the end game. Because I knew no matter what, we would be good. And I believe that's a KO. Good job. Okay, good game, well played. That was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be, if I'm honest. I think it was my own fault. I should have let the Trick Room go up. Because then Rhydon would have been really good under Trick Room. But it's okay. It's okay. A win's a win. But good game, well played to my opponent. Like really well played. Yeah. We got a bit lucky at times. No misses and things like that. But yeah. Let's see if we can grab another. I'm gonna see if I can grab 3 games. But that obviously depends on how long the games go, because like that game took a while. Okay, Mitch, good luck, have fun. Okay, so this team for me, I don't bring Rhydon. Because both Zom and Kyogre do really well into Rhydon, so we leave Rhydon at home. I quite like... So Lunala's pretty good here, I think. So, the more I look at it, Urshifu Single Strike is very good. I think Urshifu Single Strike is so good into the meta at the moment, it's ridiculous. So I'm thinking Volk, Rillaboom lead, Koraidon in the back with Urshifu Single Strike. I think. Yeah, I think so. But I'm not sure. So it's matchups like this that I'm a little bit concerned with my other two. Because I need to work out what those other two mons are going to be. Like, even if it's just running Life Orb Koraidon instead of Bandit Koraidon. There is that option. Cool. So, for me, Heat Waves... So, I'm very tempted. I'm gonna do it. Heat Wave, switch into Koraidon. Because I need that Amoonguss gone. And that'll I'm expecting the Terra Grass on the left slot. Oh, no Terra Grass. Okay. Is this Water Spark coming out? Origin Pulse? Who's you missing? Volcarona. Okay. Really can't complain there. Spore into the Volcarona slot. Okay. Not ideal. I'm not gonna lie. I got a bit greedy there. Fake out into the, do I burn the Terra there? The Terra Grass? Maybe I should have. Maybe the correct play there was fake out into Kyogre, Terra Grass on the Volcarona, and Tailwind, and then do this turn. That probably would have put me in a much better position, but it's okay. It's okay. We're here now. So we can close combat into the left slot. But I think U-turn into the left slot makes the most sense. Because if there's a Rage Powder that comes in, okay. Because this should still do a significant amount to... So the Raging Bolt switch in there is predicting the Flamethrower or the Flame Charge. I mean, Flare Blitz or Flame Charge. Which is a fair enough call. I think we get back in Rillaboom. Like, we're not in a bad position, don't get me wrong, but we're not in a great position either. This Kyogre is a bit of a time bomb, especially if it starts clicking Calm Mind. I think I'm gonna have to Terra this, and just for some longevity. And I think Struggle Bug is pretty good here. I think I could fake out the Raging Bolt. The problem is if that happens... So, I'm making a prediction here that that's an Assault Vest Raging Bolt. And I think that that's a reasonable assumption to make. Based on this team comp, Assault Vest Raging Bolt makes a lot of sense. But other types of Raging Bolt could also be valid. I don't think it's Booster Energy. It won't be Booster Energy Bolt, I don't think. Okay, there's my Terra Grass. Okay, Volk is still asleep, that's lovely. But we still do get some for the rest of the turn. Draco Meteor. Yeah, we take one. Good job. So the U-turn out here is fairly safe. Because I don't think Raging Bolt really wants to hang around. Okay, Black Sludge on the... I think the U-turn out here is fairly safe, if I'm honest. Because I don't think Raging Bolt really wants to hang around here. And with that damage, I'm not stressed. Yeah, thought so. Kyogre comes in, great. We can get Koraidon back in. Volk is still asleep, oh my word. U-turn. Pollen Puff? Please click Pollen Puff. I really don't want to see a Spore come out into the Koraidon slot. But Amoonguss was staring down 2 grass types, so to Spore into that Toxic. Okay, cool. That's fine. I'd much rather prefer Toxic than a Spore at this point. Because that's okay. Like, at least I'm not asleep. I can still do things this turn. So, Dragon Claw Heat Wave feels like a really nice option here. The reason why I'm saying Dragon Claw Heat Wave, so I'm guaranteed to wake up this turn. So Dragon Claw into the Amoonguss slot will pick up significant damage, and if something comes in, it's still taking good damage. Heat Wave covers for the Terra Grass. Not that I think Terra Grass is coming out. And Kyogre probably doesn't want to stay in here anyway. It's staring down 2 water resistances in the sun. So it probably wants to get out of here. So if I could get rid of this Amoonguss, that would be amazing. Okay, what comes in? Raging Bolt. Okay, so we pick up the KO on the Raging Bolt, so that's fantastic. Are we seeing a double switch? No, can't be, because Amoonguss would be slower. Okay. Is that Terra Fire? Terra Grass? Terra Grass. Okay. So, this should still do significant damage. If not, pick up the one-hit KO. Bye-bye. Okay, Volk, I really need you to hit this Heat Wave, because you're guaranteed to wake up this turn. Okay, land the Heat Wave, please. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. So now we've got Volk in the sun. And you would have seen that this is Banded Koraidon. Which I think is underexplored and underutilized. But I think that's because, honestly, it's really difficult to pilot. Because the problem with Koraidon is the longevity of Koraidon. It's so frail that you probably want Protect. So don't get me wrong, it hits very hard, but you probably want Protect on it. And then what ends up happening is you land up with this awkward situation, like you find yourself now, where ooh, the Flame Body is so clutch there, and the Rocky Helmet chip, because that's not insignificant. I just click Tailwind here because if they click Heat Wave, I don't understand the Spore play there. Toxic would have made more sense. This Amoonguss is a bit of a problem, I'm not gonna lie. So now I can go Fake Out into the left slot and Heat Wave, fairly free. If they double protect, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. We're sort of biding our time now anyway, because our two our two fighting types in the back just sweep. Once, because the Heat Wave comes out, this should do a significant chunk of damage. We missed the Amoonguss, which is actually the one we wanted to hit, because that's why. But it's okay. So the Heat Wave play here is fairly free because you're forcing them to choose between doing damage. I actually think they can't come back now, if I'm honest. I think these two together could close it out. But let's see what they decide. Because it's a full V2 now. But yeah, so regardless of what happens, yeah, the Heat Wave, we land it. So now Amoonguss is stuck there. It like the high horsepower. Do we hit it? Yeah, we hit the high horsepower, and we get the KO. Okay, well, good game, Mitch. Well played. Some really nice moments there. I'm happy we got the 4-0, but I think that there's room for improvement. And I think Aaron Cybertron Zhang spoke about this when he was doing the Grand Challenge piece with Wolf. It's really important as a competitive player to take some time, even after you win, to work out what you could have done better. So for me, I think my turn 1 was not ideal. I think the best turn 1 would have been to fake out Tailwind. Fake out Terra Grass Tailwind. I know burning your Terra first turn seems like a huge risk, but based on this team comp, Terra Grass Folk just does so much work anyway. So I think if I had done that and then just played the same from there on out, it would have been like a very good game, I think, because the Amoonguss would have been stuck on the field doing nothing, and then we could just sort of sweep around Amoonguss. But yeah, that's sort of the team. I've given you guys a sort of a showcasing of each mode. So to those of you that have come back, thank you so much. To those of you that are new, hi, thank you for watching. And I'd really appreciate you guys if you guys have the time, leave a like, subscribe, or at least think about subscribing, and then just put a comment for me about this team. I really like the 4 I brought to the first game, but the second game, you can see that when Rhydon doesn't come, it's really awkward for me. So if I can get some feedback from you guys as to what you think I should do there. It doesn't always go this smoothly, if I'm honest. Like maybe Life Orb Koraidon is the way forward. I don't like Clear Amulet Koraidon. I don't think you do enough damage. I think Koraidon needs a damage boosting item, unfortunately. A little bit like Miraidon in Reg G. In Reg I, it can play a little bit more of a supportive role. I know that Assault Vest with Snarl won the regional and then apparently won the Grand Challenge as well. So yeah, but that's my take. But also I can switch out Koraidon completely. I know that Koraidon Lunala is a good pairing, but Lunala goes well with pretty much anything. I've even seen some teams on ladder where it's Lunala Zamazenta. So like Lunala can do well with pretty much anything. So let me know what you guys think, if there's any adjustments you guys would make. And yeah, have a good rest of your day wherever I find you and however I find you, and I'll check you guys in the next one. Bye.